Dark chocolate is one of those rare things in life that feels almost too good to be true. Usually when I find something I enjoy, I immediately assume it's bad for me. Sugar, fried food, fast food, late-night snacks. My brain instantly goes to all the ways those things might shave years off my life. But dark chocolate? This one's different. This is one of those rare moments where indulgence and health actually meet in the middle. And as someone who struggles with health anxiety, it's incredibly reassuring to know that one of my guilty pleasures isn't just harmless, it's actively good for me. Now let me be clear. I'm not talking about the candy bars packed with caramel, nougat, and sugar that we grew up eating. Those aren't health foods, and I think we all know it. What I'm talking about is dark chocolate, real chocolate, with a high percentage of cocoa, typically 70% or more. That's where the magic is. The darker the chocolate, the more cocoa solids and the less sugar. And cocoa is where the health benefits come from. So let's talk about why dark chocolate deserves a spot in a health-conscious, anxiety-filled life like mine. First up, antioxidants. Cocoa is absolutely loaded with compounds called flavonoids and polyphenols. These are plant-based chemicals that act like little shields in our bodies, fighting off oxidative stress and inflammation. You've probably heard about antioxidants in blueberries or green tea. Well, dark chocolate belongs right there with them, sometimes even surpassing them in antioxidant power. And for someone like me, who worries about things like cancer, heart disease, or accelerated aging, knowing I can eat something I love that actually helps neutralize damage at the cellular level is huge. It's like eating medicine disguised as dessert. But antioxidants are just the beginning. One of the biggest benefits of dark chocolate is what it does for your heart. Study after study has shown that cocoa flavonoids can improve circulation, lower blood pressure, and make blood vessels more flexible. And considering that heart disease is still the #1 killer worldwide, anything that helps my heart gets my attention fast. Some research even shows that moderate dark chocolate consumption is linked to lower risks of heart attack and stroke. For a person like me, who constantly imagines heart symptoms out of nowhere, that knowledge gives me some much-needed peace of mind. I don't feel guilty eating dark chocolate. I feel like I'm supporting my cardiovascular system in a very real way. It doesn't stop there. Dark chocolate also has effects on cholesterol. Specifically, it may help raise HDL, the so-called good cholesterol, and lower LDL, which is the bad kind that can build up in arteries. Of course, this doesn't mean you can eat a pound of chocolate every day and expect perfect cholesterol, but the science does suggest that a reasonable daily serving of dark chocolate can tilt things in a healthier direction. For me, that's all I need to justify adding it into my daily health routine without the usual worry or guilt. Now here's something that really surprised me. Dark chocolate may also support brain health. Yes, eating chocolate could literally make you sharper. Those same flavonoids that improve blood flow to the heart also improve blood flow to the brain. Some studies have even linked cocoa intake to better memory, attention, and overall cognitive performance. And if you're like me, the fear of things like dementia or Alzheimer's disease creeps into your mind from time to time. So learning that a square of dark chocolate could actually keep my brain healthier in the long run, that's a win I'll happily take. And let's not forget mood. I don't know about you, but my health anxiety can drag me into some very dark places mentally. Chocolate has long been associated with comfort, but there's actual science behind it. Dark chocolate stimulates the release of endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in the brain. It also contains serotonin precursors, which can help regulate mood and ease anxiety. And then there's theobromine and a small amount of caffeine, two natural stimulants that can give you a gentle boost without the jitters of a full cup of coffee. I'm not saying chocolate cures depression or anxiety, but for me, even a little lift in mood makes a big difference. And it's nice to know that the happiness I feel when eating dark chocolate isn't just in my head, it's in my chemistry. Another surprising benefit? Skin health. Studies have shown that the flavonoids in dark chocolate can actually protect your skin from sun damage by improving blood flow and hydration. Now, I'm not going to throw away my sunscreen and just start rubbing chocolate on my face, but it's nice to know that eating it might give my skin some extra resilience. For someone who worries about things like skin cancer, this feels like another quiet victory. And here's one more thing worth mentioning: gut health. Recent research suggests that cocoa may act like a prebiotic, feeding the good bacteria in your gut microbiome. A healthy gut has been linked to better digestion, stronger immunity, and even improved mood. I've spent years stressing over every little twinge in my stomach, so the thought that dark chocolate might actually nurture the balance of my gut bacteria is just another reason I feel good about it. Now let's be real. Chocolate isn't a free-for-all. Like anything, it's about moderation. Too much chocolate, even dark chocolate, means too many calories, too much fat, and yes, still a decent amount of sugar. That's not going to do your body any favors. The sweet spot, according to research, seems to be around 1 to 2 ounces per day. That's just a few squares, not the whole bar. And trust me, I've tested my willpower many times. The trick is to buy high-quality dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa and savor it slowly. The richer the chocolate, the more satisfying it is, and the less you need to feel content. When it comes to where to get it, the good news is dark chocolate is everywhere now. Grocery stores, health food stores, even online, you can find countless brands offering high cocoa chocolate bars. Some of my favorites are the ones that keep the ingredient list short. Cocoa mass, cocoa butter, maybe a little sugar, and sometimes vanilla. That's it. I avoid the ones with a long list of additives or dairy fillers because those usually mean less actual cocoa and more empty calories. If you can swing it, organic or fair trade chocolate is even better, since it ensures better quality and ethical sourcing. I also like experimenting with different kinds. Some bars add nuts, which bring extra protein and healthy fats. Some add sea salt, which enhances the flavor. And some even blend in things like chili or orange peel for a little twist. As long as the cocoa content is high, you can have fun exploring without straying from the health benefits. At the end of the day, dark chocolate is one of those rare gifts where enjoyment and wellness overlap. I don't have to force myself into it the way I do with supplements or workouts or meditation. I look forward to it. And when you're someone who spends way too much time worrying about your health, finding a daily ritual that feels indulgent but is also backed by solid science is priceless. It's a little piece of joy that also doubles as medicine, and I can't think of many other foods that fit that description. So yes, I'll keep popping my vitamins, drinking my water, getting my sleep, and managing my stress. But I'll also happily eat my square or two of dark chocolate every day. And for once, I don't have to fight the guilt, or the fear, or the anxiety. For once, something I love is actually good for me. And that's a habit I'll gladly stick with.